There are session notes. Alright, let's review. You didn't make it far last time. That's my bad. I should have made it more clear. The city below, the dungeon, well, that's more of a level 3+ area. Then again, if you're feeling lucky, you could always try again. Don't fucking test me, lad.
Morning. I swear a lot.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to Esoteric. This game's fucking great. I'm looking forward to continuing. Now, I don't think I can defeat the skeleton because I struggled with what was essentially a non-violent zombie and rolled around on the floor pissing and crying for like half an hour before I was able to technically defeat it. And by defeat it, I mean I convinced it to defeat itself. However, maybe with a bit of wisdom, this thing can be overcome. I'm going to enter battle mode, which means get rid of the rats because they don't want to see what happens next. Put on my dexterous cloak, so I don't need to be a fucking charmer to deal with this thing. And I'm going to go give it a try. And maybe a couple, I don't know, just because I'm really curious as to whether or not I even can. But I think the wise move would probably be to, at the very least, go back to the starting room and go upstairs, because I reckon that'll probably lead to a dead end, and it'd be nice to do some more stuff. And I'm only level 1 as well. Horrid noise in the dark. Mess rusty, it's moving towards me. It calls to me! Auspicious. I just stepped on my own feet, and then it stabbed me in the shoulder. I'm fine, barely even felt it, baby. I'ma look for a weakness. Failure. Look around the skeleton's scrap-covered bones as it wiggles around. Alas, you cannot find some mystical weakness. Not in this chaos. Right in my chest, which technically kind of almost really actually kind of killed me. Oh, wow. Nearly died. And I got exhaustion as well. Oh, by Earth, you're dead. Oh, but we do get a chance to punch it. It's impossible, apparently, but if I nat 20'd... I did not nat 20. I'm still going to swing for it, though. Your swing misses the skeleton completely as it jitters back in an unnatural fashion, as if it is animated by some foul punch-dodging force. More or less. You see it coming. The strike to my throat. I want to see what happens if I succeed at the wisdom check, because I think it might lead to an easier check on that final punch to knock it out, and then I'd win. But of course, if the DC for that final punch isn't like 5 or lower, I'd still have a really low chance of getting it. Not speaking mathematically, of course. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, am I just gonna fall over? Not quite. Look for a weakness. Nope. Oh, by Earth, you're dead. Not if I punch it. No! Wow. 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 Good. Wow, a 1 and then a 2. Auspicious, no? And then a 4. 1, 2, and 4 were my rolls. And it's interesting because if I get exhaustion, I don't get to throw the last Hail Mary punch because my stats go down. Success. Now, I'm curious, does this actually lower the damage I take? No, I don't think it does, actually. I think that dex check actually does nothing. I did it! I found a weakness. Will this help me in any way? There. As you moved around it, you noticed an arrowhead jammed into its spinal cord. Pull it out. With a single tug, you watch as the structure of this bony apparition completely collapses. As the thing's shriek fades, ribcage and skull fall into itself. The bones spill to the ground in a pile of dust and scrap metal. I don't know how many attempts that took, but it took many. No other threats. The skeleton must have been the only guardian. A great battle. Fuck. Why'd you put yourself in these situations? Oh God, I almost died. A bang from somewhere far away echoes down the hallway. A shiver down your spine. Then the chamber grows silent once more. A scent of death still lingers. Yeah, it was nearly mine. So what does this stupid thing have on it? Defeat the skeleton without Snell. Damn right, I'm just that strong. Let's see what kind of loot we get. Be apolitical. Just focus on looting the corpse. Hells yeah, right. Ruined armor, broken sword, but that helmet. Ooh, intelligence and constitution, but less charisma. A new helmet, you say? Oh, goodness, what if I tried it on? Well, I sure do look formidable. Taken from an undead in the city below, this helm was worn in the early days of Norvik by those powerful spell-slinging clerics who served Earth in its reconquest. It even has some glowing esoteric runes left on the inside. Berglunden Shaka ver Markt du Krotkal auf Earth Mamaken for Evict Valadin. If you say so. I know what that means, I just don't feel like explaining it. Shard of Yore and 25 crowns. I am wealthy. The first tomb of Earth. Oh, fuck it, I'm gonna wear my fucking crown. It was my reward. Yeah, I'm gonna wear it. Fuck it. Christmas shit, whatever. Leaning in. Fuck it, leaning in. Yeah, leaning in. Fuck it, leaning in. This is the first place his body was placed 27 years ago, and it's fucking... Did we just beat Earth? Your lord, your master, your god, Earth. Fallen exhumed just like his city. Watch closely. This is how every divine dominion ends, with the cracking of an ugly tomb. This place is still holy, consecrated. That's why we were nearly murdered by a fucking skeleton when we came down here. Despite this, horrors still walk the grimy tiles. Earth's traces still linger here, as it should. Well, that was significant, yes. A mace! Fucking yeah! Constitution and wisdom, but less strength. Yeah, fuck it. You reach for the mace. It's the Mace of Terror! It is cold. Colder than iron permits. The metal feels wrong. Grip it hard! As your gloved hand wraps around the handle, a chill runs up your arm. Not just cold. Something else. A presence. Wait. Watch out! Turn around. Nothing. Just the empty crypt. But you saw something. In the corner of your eye. A figure. Watching. I'm just gonna look at it. You look down at the mace. Something is very, very wrong with it. What? What? Is it cursed? Did I just get cursed? No, it's... There, again. Shit, look out! The figure. In the periphery. Watching. Spin around. Nothing. Gone. But you know it was there. You felt it. I'm gonna put it away. You move to secure it on your back. The presence fades. Slightly. Still there, but weaker. Damn this. You find this lovely weapon, ready to take on the city's foulness. You simply cannot wield it. The horror, like some unfleshy ghast come to haunt you, is too great. Keep it sealed. Keep it close. The spirit watches. Gulp. Nah, fuck that, man. I'm gonna fucking hit someone with it. Where does this go? Just go weapon slot? Yeah, it does. Gives me extra constitution and extra wisdom. My wisdom is at 18 now, but my strength is at 4. It's funny, really, that I have this big mace and I'm an absolute massive pansy. Like the biggest pansy you've ever seen. As well as also having no charisma. But it's okay, because I'm durable, quick, and very wise. And I have my 2 rats. Oh, no, I look kind of cool. I wish I had more slots to equip things, really. The Tomb of a Fighter, it is empty inside, except... God, please, I'm gonna fucking save so I don't have to fight that skeleton again. Although I'm thinking I should probably short rest again, to be honest, because, boy, am I in a bad spot. Out of hit dice. Oh, now I need a long rest. But I do have a spell. Fuck it. Use that. Alright, I'm less likely to die. I will trifle with it. Bone dust. And crowns. What does bone dust do? Dust from a bone grinder, very fine and faintly sparky, made out of unicorn horn or whalebone or something, can be used to recover second level spell slots. Well, I don't have a second level spell slot. This was a marvelous success, of which I have truly earned by loading my save fucking 5 times, which I appreciate is not in the spirit of things. I do apologize, but, you know, it's okay. So these won't try to kill me like that other skeleton? No, they will not. Earth's divine protection still holds over these here graves. We all thank him for that. I will bow my head and walk away. I, the great paladin, rogue, cleric, Foreman. It's me. With but a meager 160 XP and 7 health with 1 exhaustion, I endeavor to clear these tombs of foulness. Ooh, hello. What's this? You look up at the pillar. The relic rises esoteric ebb? What? What does that mean? Esoteric ebb added. The relic rises upwards, endlessly upwards. The central landmark of Norvik, the symbol of Earth's conquest. The day he took the red rocks and slayed the Troll King, he looked upon this pillar and declared this a sacred spot for all Norvikians, for all Earth folk. Earth folk, the people of Earth, the ancestors of those who reconquered the Ascani coast, true mythological heroes. He was here before Earth, and he will be here after you, remaining until the end. A gate to another time. I make money off this thing? No way. They don't even take admission to see it since it's such a trivial sight. It's a bit of a tourist destination, supposedly, but most people who travel the coast have seen one before. So it's not that interesting. Well, it looks a bit broken, a bit cracked. Yes. While the pillar is indestructible, it was once under heavy siege during the most intense moments of the Gate War. Gate War, the legendary conflict between the beasts of Zhor, the original gods, and the many others who tried to take over Zhor towards the end of the Gate era. We have little information about this conflict, but it is known it led to the closing of the gates and began the Fade era. Several pieces of the pillar float in the air, especially as it reaches upwards into the clouds above the sky. So what kind of power would be capable of damaging this? Gods, the most powerful of arcanists, the fundamental forces of reality, or my mace, which is apparently cursed. How many of these pillars exist? 8? Something like that. 1 for each band. But ours is the best one, right? They're all equally useless. But the fact is, no one has managed to make use of them in any way, despite their esoteric nature. So the pillars of Zhor are relegated to being visual landmarks seen from across the coast through clouds and mist for miles. So what do I do with it? Nothing. It's just a rock to you, a tingly, esoteric rock. You can always attempt to focus on it. Learn from this ancient relic. Yeah, I'll do that. Get closer. As you do, you feel the air itself tingle. Power. He is speaking to you. Touch the pillar. Okay. It's a bit cold, though. You place your hand upon the cold surface. I'm sure this goes well. Your body quakes, standing in awe of this ancient object. How many battles do you think it has seen? How many deaths? More than 3. How many noble sacrifices given to one's god or king or people? You do not know. And that frightens you. Perhaps one day you will join in that sacred sensation. Perhaps right now. Try feeling it! Nope. That's a 0. Closing your eyes, you begin to focus, your mind placed squarely at this esoteric force. Your mind forms into an arrow and you fire it forward, but it is repelled. Opening your eyes, your hand is no longer pressed against the cold surface of the pillar. You are instead holding it against your heart, shaking. This is wrong. Don't like it. Yes. Try again later. Whatever is whispering to you from beyond is more powerful than you imagined. I would need to spend a shard in order to try it again. And, well, there's no point, because unless I got like a nat 20, I think I'd fail. Questing tree. Esoteric ebb. There's a rhythm to Zhor's realm and you heard his voice. Find out his closest pillar. It reaches deep. Investigate it on every level. You've declared yourself the cleric of Norvik 1 single time. It is a grand title, suitable for a true human cleric like yourself. You've made it clear 2 times now. You're a dick-ass rogue, and nobody can stop you from being the coolest sneaker on Tolstad. Damn. Okay, I want to try going back upstairs and seeing if there's something easier and less painful to do up there. And maybe hit someone with my mace. I don't know. Whatever I feel like, really. Not that I actually use my weapons in combat. I just snivel and try and figure out what's going on. Die quite a few times. It's fine. Upstairs we go. Ancient architecture. Oh my god, there's a person up here. Holy shit, I can actually have a conversation with a human being. I'm interested to see how this will go. Good morning, cleric. Don't fucking interrupt me while I'm looting your shit. Thank you. I'm gonna take all your stuff. What is this pot? Looking inside, you find this pot to be empty. Most contain strange herbs or ashes. This one does not. Can I wear it as a helmet? The pot was recently emptied. You can still see remnants of dust at the bottom. Not corpse dust, is it? There is fear. You must grow sturdier. Leave the pot alone. The pot scared me. I don't know. The red eye of Earth. Jaw left his mark across the bands. Today is a universal sign of magic. I'm gonna literally look at everything in your fucking room, and then you and I are gonna have words. Your fate one day. All right, lad. Fucking settle down. Take your incense and your money. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. There's a little kobold guy. How fun. Ruined prayer book. -3 intelligence. The book is ruined. Most of the pages, while dry now, have been completely drenched. Only a few pages of the soggy, brackenish papyrus pages are readable. They appear to contain some type of undecipherable symbols. Ascani writing, of the most basic kind. Wait. Oh no. Someone has attempted to dry this to the best of their ability. No, no, no! By Earth. This is your prayer book. So many hours wasted. You'd have to rebind the whole thing. It is ruined. That'd be expensive. Let's get your hands on a new one instead. Take the ruined book. Now it's a new quest. After your river adventure, your old spellbook is ruined. Find a service provider who can rebind it for you. Fix your ruined spellbook, damn it. Good idea. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. I was too busy being a dick-ass rogue. Stone slabs are designed to slide along the iron beams. Interesting. You give me a fucking sliding... fucking brick puzzle, I'm gonna tell you to fuck off. What is this? It's mine, whatever it... Yeah, the incense is mine, obviously. What's this book? You flip the tome open. It's an ancient tome, which means it's full of spells. There are fine and handwritten letters scattered across the pages. While the symbols appear to be readable, you do not understand the language. De Verbis Draconum Ars Occulta. The author's name appears to be Calum Diminori. Can I try and read it? No. You have no idea what this means. So I need to get my hands on comprehend languages? You do. It's highly annoying that you seem to have lost your memorization. Find a spell scroll. Maybe you could buy it somewhere? It's fairly common. I'll have to come back to that. Take these. The incense is mine. I won the money. The money is mine. Books. So many books. Basic manuals, arcanist histories, novels. Some of them stand out to you as classics. It could be useful to refresh your mind. The books taunt you, bookishly. Read Autobiography Prax by Lord Phileas Prax. Settle down, kids. It's time for the Esoteric Ed Book Club. A classic. You kept this book on your bedside table for years during your scribing years. You take a look at the first page. In these pages, I shall endeavor to recount the journey of a mind born to greatness, a will tempered by the crucible of ambition, and a spirit bound to the relentless pursuit of the arcane. My name is Phileas Prax. What's arcane? Arcane, one of the 3 pillars of magic, is represented by the forces that make up all esoteric events. Those who play Jaws strings tap into these powers, programming the laws of the existence around their whims. What's Jaws strings? Jaws strings, the ley lines of esoteric power that holds the realm together. It goes on to make grandiose statements on his personal abilities of magic. As always, this man is contradictory. He both praises his own natural gifts and mental abilities while stating himself worthy only through his hard work and merit. Oh, it's just like Naruto. It's ridiculous. Just like Naruto. Know this, I write not for the masses, but for the few who possess the clarity of vision to see beyond the veil of mediocrity. To them I offer my life as a lesson and a legacy that they might learn from my triumphs and avoid the pitfalls that lie in wait for the unwary. Oh, yes. You remember the first chapter dealing with his youth, growing up in the roofless court of a rival house, the Hagenshags. Fucking, that's a name. How he struggles against relentless opposition and bullying, making himself out to be an underdog. Power is not born of blood nor inherited by the fortune of birthright. It is cultivated in the crucible of the mind, refined by the fires of discipline and sharpened by the relentless pursuit of knowledge. Let those who seek to rule first learn to kneel before the altar of wisdom, for it is there that true strength is forged. Yet he does not address his own privilege. If it is only merit, then he should not have needed any of those fancy private studies or lecturers. Stop complaining, the story's just getting good. A glorious design, let those who learn lead through merit of ability and nothing else. I dig this idea. Of course you do, you're a wizard after all. Wizard, a book-learned arcane spellcaster, typically plays your strings by memorizing and executing esoteric rituals and chants. The world would be better if I ruled it, like Prax did. Yes, it would. Election week. Oh, I could just make myself king. Flip through the pages. In the second half, Prax begins to talk about his early political career, the intricacies of majorcratic bureaucracy, how he learned to play the game well enough for himself to reach dictatorship as the youngest majorcratic ruler ever. The rest is mostly a collection of meditations surrounding magic and power. The esoteric in its purest form is neither good nor evil. It is a tool, a force to be wielded by those with the intellect to do so. Yet, let us not be so naive as to think that power alone grants one the right to rule. The arcanist must also be a statesman, for the whims of unchecked magic can lead even the wisest astray. Govern with an iron hand, but let that hand be guided by the principles of reason and justice. Thus shall the state prosper, and thus shall the legacy of the majocracy endure. Yeah, it hasn't, as far as I can tell. I'm hearing a lot of grandiose statements. I don't know how much practicality came with them. Ironic. I see not irony here, only truth. In the halls of power, the arcane shall be our shield and our sword. Yet remember this, the arcanist's duty is not only to himself, but to the state and its people. For in the endless pursuit of knowledge, one must not forget the price of ignorance. A vigilant mind is the guardian of civilization, and a vigilant state the fortress of progress. Let no shadow fall upon our vigilance, for in the light of our knowledge lies the path to true dominion. He's just saying shit. You noticed? Like, he's saying shit and there's meaning in it, but he's also just saying things. There's things that sound very good, you know? Power, and the arcane shall be our shield and sword, and the arcanist's duty is to the state and the people, and the pursuit of knowledge and must be vigilant, but there's no actual statement being made. The final parts of the biography focus on an ever deeper and more rambling side of ruling. It's all theory as opposed to practicality, with hints of paranoia. This is way too much reading. Why would you open a book then? Well, that's a good point. I'll fucking shut it then, won't I? You shut it, looking upon the title once more. Autobiography Prax. Put it back. Yeah, I'll read all of these. Fuck it. Just fucking do everything, do whatever. Get as much experience as possible so I can suck less. Folktales by the Trill Sisters. Opening the Trill Sisters book shows you an index of several tales, many of which you heard growing up. Stories for children are useless. Do not waste time here. Out of the tales, you see the one you remember the most, the one about the gnome and the titan, David and Goliath, etc., etc. This story always spoke to you, mostly because of the unlikely friendship between the two. Oh, that's nice. Read a little in the large. In the old days when dragons ruled the skies and titans wandered the earth, there lived a gnome named Abacus, known far and wide as a half-wit. Whether by fate or folly, he often found himself in the oddest of places, and so it was that he stumbled into a deep valley of Ascan. This valley was home to Kaimor, the Mist Titan, a colossal being with fur as thick as the ancient forest and limbs that clutched the very mountains. His upper body was hidden in, or perhaps made of, the swirling mists that filled the valley. But on this day, the valley was not where the serene refuge it had once been. The air was thick with ash, the rivers ran black, and the trees stood as charred husks. Esuth, the ancient red dragon, had set the forests aflame, hoping to drive Kaimor from his domain and claim the fertile valley for himself. Tragic, truly. Kaimor was furious, his great form trembling with rage as he searched for the source of the destruction. His eyes fell upon Abacus, who was wandering aimlessly, his tiny mind more puzzled by the sudden darkness than anything else. And then he crushed him. To think that the coast was filled with these beasts of yore at one point. They reigned harshly and wildly. But it's not hard to see why some preferred their chaotic dominance to the tyranny of dragons. Damn dragons. Dragging us all down. Continue to the verses. Take it to the bridge. Thrick lum chum, who dares bring fire to where none should come? Ashes taint my sacred mist. Speak, small one, lest you be missed. Well, you rhymed mist with mist. I know they're spelled differently, but... Abacus looked up, squinting through the fog, and scratched his head. Fire? No, I've no fire to share, no flame do I bring, nor ash to bear. For in the dark I see clear as day. 'Tis those who can't that need the flame, they say. Damn, spitting fire. Thrick-glum chum, what nonsense from your tongue does come? Who is it that needs this blaze that blackens my mist and dims my days? Or question thee, who needs a flame to light their path and stoke their claim? Perhaps it is Esuth, the king, whose fires to your valley bring. Thrick-glum chum, the dragon's days are surely done. Guide me, gnome, to where he lies. Together we shall dim his skies. A wonderful little tale about the little and large. The story goes on to wax about the friendship sparked between this eldritch titan and the silly little gnome as they sought out Esuth on his throne. The ancient red dragon then falls to the titan's might after Abacus accidentally guides him to the correct location. One of those classic stories every child in Ascan is told growing up. You shut it, looking upon the title once more. Folk Tales. How nice. Oh, we're so close yet so far to leveling up. What about the collected chants of Norvik by Patriarch Pili? This is a printed edition of Pili's work, but still old, probably comes from the earliest Norvikian printers. On the first page, a short message is hand-scribbled in the corner. My belief lay in the collected humanity of Norvik. May you remember that, from this collection, with honor and grace. Pili D. Pili D? Is this a handwritten message from the second Patriarch himself? Patriarch, a top clerical rank in Norvik, different from Lord Patriarch, which is the traditional administrative leader of the city. Only about a dozen men currently hold the rank. They manage a section of clerics each at the towers. Oh, what about clerics? Cleric, a servant of a god, deeply devoted and spiritually connected, typically a divine spellcaster given power through their deity. You feel faint. Are you even able to hold such an artifact? Fascinating to think the Pale Man held such a treasure on his shelf. What's the foreword? A Dream of Unity Under Earth. The book begins with a lengthy essay about the foundation of Norvikian cultural values. It's really like a guide, if anything. On what a Norvikian person is, how their values come from various tribes. Sorry, I'm moving my mic ever so slightly so it's more close to my face. In the old country, and how together they have formed something greater under Earth. To give away the old and embrace the new. It is not a completely bad move. To unite a folk is to build commonality, to lower inequality. There were many direct ways the state at the time made sure that the olds did not remain in the shadows. Violence and oppression, at times. The text directly explains how a new Norvikian culture will help the city grow and fight against inequity and injustice through unity. Mainly by being generous and not hoarding wealth, among other things. Ha! A naive thought! Then finally it does touch upon the connection with dwarfs as well, and how the Norvikian spirit is not contained within humans only. It is not just blood, it is sweat and tears as well. Those folk who unite with us will not be seen as an other. No, they too are Earth's folk. They too are Earth's guard. What a lovely sentiment. Indeed, this is something to live up to. Let's read the book. I went with you to foreign shores, my lord, my guard. I pray you keep from harm the beasts, each shard approve of your devotion. Thus I give myself to your folk. I give my life for a home at the river, in that sliver of land, to vanquish the beasts who roam, the evil who lair, the fires that burn, to build a life along the river. Every shepherd knows the song, it bellows up the river, earth lives in that sliver of land. It is your favorite, if you say so. Strength. Sure, take your word for it. Collected Chants of Norvik. This is a really great book. It is. Put it back on the shelf. Wonderful. This book does not deserve your toxic presence. If you were stronger, more capable, then perhaps you could have carried that weight. What? You really want the book. One day it could be yours. This is very confusing. I'm just putting back the book. There's some issues with stealing going on here. Just ignore it. Let us forget this for now. Okay. That was a lot of book. Many read. A lot. How much? I spent a lot of time doing that. Goddamn. Human no cause trouble. What if I steal from this chest? I want. Oh, yeah. I'm really surprised you didn't attack me over that, lad. Gotta be honest. Hello, lad. What if I were to trifle? His crossbow is like made for my build. Yeah, go on then. Fuck. You freeze! The kobold stares at you with a glowing intensity. Now you've done it. Tell him you were stretching or something. What human doing? The kobold asks as you slowly remove your hands off his crossbow. Relax, let's get you out of this. I was just stretching. Toward crossbow? Yes. The crossbow is now pointed directly towards your chest. Try again, find out, okay? Whoops, now you gotta get the crossbow some other way. But you do have to get the crossbow. Okay, there's gotta be a way, surely. Yeah, I'm not allowed to pickpocket anymore because he's aware of me and my general inclinations. Buddy, can I have that crossbow? Let me just check the mace real quick. Yeah, it would be really good if I got that crossbow because it would also make me less puny. What about can my rats get it for me? Wiggling his little clawed feet, the kobold, Ost, chief of security, follows your every move with cold, unflinching yellow eyes. Master say you behave. You're adorable! The kobold glares at you. Complete and utter annihilation, the aura of a conqueror, a killer. Your shoal sudders. I glare back, I don't give a fuck. Your eyes meet each other, still, ever vigilant. Keep glaring. The kobold does not move. Glare some more. Yep, you're staring at each other. Glare! Eyes meet eyes. Glare, glare! You're looking at a kobold's yellow eyes, staring in an angry or fierce way. Looking hard, leaning close to the kobold's stern face. The intimidation factor is insane. The kobold meets your gaze and keeps meeting it. Keep staring. 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 Alright, I don't think I'm getting any more out of this. Fair. The kobold looks at you with a cold expression, determined, confident. He is not glaring at you. That is just his default expression. I have questions. Short question, go. Can I borrow your crossbow? Human is kidding, not funny. You'd make greater use of it than this puny creature, just take it. For whatever reason, he must have been ordered not to hurt you. Don't push it. Kobold snorts. Go away. That wasn't a question, it was a demand. Just take the crossbow. Please? No. What if we were to talk about it? Find a reasonable argument, probably with a lie. +1 DC because I'm exhausted, and +5 DC because I upset him. Come on, let me have it. No! The kobold imitates your tone and then stares at you some more. You know I'd put it to better use. Strange noise escapes the kobold's maw. No! Fine, keep the damn crossbow. I will! Good, whatever. Who are you? I am Ost. I am security chief in Lich House. The kobold appears proud. There is no humility in its voice. A strong little one, nearly immovable. You are a kobold. Not question. Next. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's not a question. Quick, save it. Okay, I have more than a 50% chance of getting this. Yes, I saved the question. Change course, quick. Am I a kobold? No. Do kobolds exist? Yes. Are you a kobold? Yes. Better than nothing, I suppose. Okay, sweet, alright. Human done with question? No. What are you voting in the upcoming election? Angry Human Party. The Party of Norvik. Oh, I wish I could look at my notes. Remind myself what that was. I recorded this the other day. But they hate kobolds. No, they do good. Strong men lead. Bright tomorrow. Shocking, perhaps, although it takes a special kind of creature to vote in some kind of pragmatic selflessness. He has principles. Tell him he is a good boy. You're a good boy. Thanks, he mutters, his words oozing with disdain. Kobolds, what are they good for? Many things. Shooting human for one. That's my question. That's my single question. Can I ask something else? Okay. This is going terribly. I love it. How'd you get this gig? Not gig. It's not a gig? I am devoted servant for master. You're angering the kobold. So you're a slave? Not slave! And your master is? Master Viskin, and he owns you. Not own, serve. Oh, so you're being paid? Yes, paid well. The pressure of keeping what meager food and shelter you can scrape together with your salary is no different from serfdom. Mourn this pitiful creature. Mourn! Goodness, what has capitalism done to him? He gives you an expression that can be described as a frown. That is, if it looks in any way different from his regular expression. You wouldn't actually shoot me, would you? No promise. Do you have a license for that crossbow? My crossbow, not yours. It is not legal for you to steal a crossbow for some reason, I think. The crossbow is yours. I apologize. Better do. Mine. So where were you when the tea shop incident occurred? Incident? Tea shop blow up. Boom. Big boom? Big boom. When it happened, I was on Waterlane on mission. A mission? Not mission. I meant to say errand. What were you doing there? Milk. You were doing milk? Which brand? I want to know which one not to buy. Deliver. You deliver milk? Yes. Side hustle. Yo, you gotta respect that. This kobold just keeps getting better and better. Kobolds don't even drink milk. I want to know more. Ask questions about the milk. The kobold stares at you. The milk situation is intense. Where does the milk come from? Cows. And where'd you get the cow milk? Market. Who buys the milk? Humans. Waterlay humans. They pay many for fresh milk before dawn. The expressionless, cold-blooded kobold is hard to read, but his body language does not exactly scream honesty. Side hustles are always smart. You should do a milk run later. Ah, bro, my dad used to be a milkman. It pays. Do kobolds produce milk? No. Do you like milk? No. You've acclimatized your gut to the unnatural consumption of another species' milk, like an enormous babe clinging to its mother's teat. I also don't like milk. I have a low chance of succeeding at this. No! Even if... You start stuttering, sweating. A piece of your soul leaves your body as the words escape your lips. I also don't like milk. No one in the universe believes you. The kobold stares at you with disbelief in his yellow eyes. None of them care. Can I have some milk? No! I don't have anything else to ask about milk. Okay. Milk curious. Thank you. You should totally find out more about this. Could be a big moneymaker. So can I borrow your crossbow now? What if I just took the crossbow? What's he gonna do? Shoot me? You see the kobold stare at you as you approach. Don't think it, he says, glaring. Take it. Begin encounter. You look down at the crossbow with a sort of glance that can only say one thing. Ost recoils. No! Bad cleric. Roll initiative. I want that crossbow. I'm faster than you. He is way more dexterous than I am. The kobold is ready as you reach forward. Here we go. You grab the crossbow. You can do this. You're going first. Your turn to act. What will you do? Why won't he just let me have it? Look at this animation. Why won't he just let me have it? He probably doesn't like you enough. Work harder. Destabilize the box he's sitting on. There we go. You attempt a swift kick forward, managing to hit the crate. It moved. A little bit, at least. Ah! His grip of the crossbow seems to have weakened, somewhat. The kobold attempts to scratch your hands. Let go, cow fucker! He gets a nasty hit in. 2 HP. No! Feels like nothing. It's mine! It's my crossbow. I want it. I saw it. I want it, and it's mine. Don't make me get my mace off my fucking back. The tension rises, blood pumping. Be ready. It aches. You need to hold out. Cleric, stop! I order, stop! Hold out. Make it an endurance contest. I have advantage because I destabilized him. Yes! He cannot outlast me. Increasing pressure ever so slightly for a few seconds, you eventually see the strain on the crossbow's... I'm too busy thinking about the crossbow. The kobold's face. He cannot keep up with your iron grip. You don't get crossbow. Even angrier this time, the kobold attempts to snap you with his maw. Ah, he nearly killed me. Yeesh. More exhaustion. He chomps down on your gloved hand as shooing pain goes up your arm. Ooh, tastes like cow. The tension rises, blood pumping. Be ready. This is your final chance. You can feel it. Oh no, strength. But I have advantage, and I kick the box. It's time to make my final attempt. Rip the crossbow out of his grip. Oh, no. 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 You take a deep breath. The air tastes like failure as your grip of the crossbow loosens. You fall back, defeated. The kobold snorts and clutches his precious weapon. Do again and you will be dead, okay? Get up from your failed state. You do that. You get up. You get up from your failed state. Kobold looks at you smugly with an expressionless expression. Alright, sorry. Oh, so close! I suffered an exhaustion for nothing! Obviously, you're very clear about the fact that you should be this future god wizard king of Norvik. You've said so one single time in real conversations with real people. I'll fucking lean into it, I don't give a fuck. Mill Curious, crown collection, coin capture, cash kidnapping. There are many ways to describe it. Get rich or die trying. The only way to do it, obviously, is to get this milk delivery gig. Try checking around Water Lane in the morning. Gotta be done. Gotta be done. Hello, lad. Viskin, local mortician. I know nothing about him because I'm not very intelligent. Okay. And you can tell I'm not because I said not very intelligent. Charm person. I've learned a spell. Do you think I can steal this potion? No. The pale man turns and stares. He looks like a fucking Fear and Hunger character, and I find myself saying that more and more as time goes on. You slowly remove your hand from his right side pocket. Bad feeling. Apologize. Never! Just play it off, be cool. Nice robe. Thank you, cleric. He glances down at your hand, still in his pocket. You want me to point with the other hand? Yes. Yes, please. Okay. Foreman returns back to his papers. For whatever reason, he does not care about your behavior one bit. Maybe the stuff in his pockets aren't valuable, or maybe he's so rich he doesn't care. Stop sneaking around behind the mortician and leave. Well, I did get a new spell. That's pretty good. What did I learn? It was fucking charm person. Yeah, that's right. You attempt to charm a humanoid you can see within range. You must make a wisdom saving throw and does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it. If it fails a saving throw, it is charmed by you until the spell ends or until you or your companions do anything harmful to it. The charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you. Oh, if only I had a spell slot, I'd use it on the kobold, get his fucking crossbow. I want the crossbow! The pale man sits hunched over a stack of forms, busy at work, his pencil slowly filling out line after line. On the top paper, you see an icon of a serpentine drake. That symbol, it's on a lot of official documents of the city. Up and about, are we? Wonderful. Death. This is death. I am Viskin, local entrepreneur and proprietor of this lich house. It appears you don't really belong here, but if there is anything I can do, cleric, just let me know. Can I have that kobold's crossbow? He smiles at you, yet his eyes say something else, and his voice is familiar to you. Bow before this creature. You love him. I love you. I picture it the same as that bit in SpongeBob where they're trying to sell chocolate, and it's like, SpongeBob's like, remember, Patrick, you gotta butter him up, you know? You gotta be nice to him. The guy opens the door and Patrick just goes, I love you. I love you. I'm sorry? He lifts his head, giving you a stale expression. This is not a man you should show compassion. Prostrate yourself. But I love everyone. How generous of you, cleric. Did you save my life? He puts down his pen. Your life is your own. You owe me nothing. However, I'm afraid to say you've been through quite the turmoil, cleric. I died, didn't I? Those fishermen who brought you here certainly thought so. Eyes of the working men do not deceive. Not that I blame them. You weren't exactly in prime condition. Prime condition? You're always in your prime condition. Tell him. You never are. River take ye added. They'd caught you in their net, believe it or not. Such a strange tale. Keep asking questions. He loves the sound of your voice. Correct. So I am, in fact, alive? Pale man stops for a moment. He looks you up and down. Yes, I believe you are. Alive. Once dead. How'd I end up in a river? I'm afraid I don't have much to tell. Perhaps you fell off one of the bridges to Tolstad? I am very clumsy. It is distinctly possible. There are 7 bridges over River Torna connecting Tolstad to the rest of the city, so we have 7 bridges to check out. I must have slipped. Happens all the time. All the time, he repeats. I can confirm. The pale man glances at the ledger next to him. 5 cases this year alone. How many times have I slipped in this fucking river? Who are these fishermen? River guilders, I believe. They do not look like poachers, so my guess would be that. Find them. They hold the truth. Where can I find them? He ponders your question. I did not ask for names, sorry to say. But perhaps Waterlane? That's just a guess. Either that or the local tavern. I hope you find them. I have other questions. Do you now? Find out what's weird about this guy. But it's impossible. I can't. Even if I wasn't exhausted, this would be basically impossible unless I got a nat 20. There's a zombie in your basement. Oh? How quaint. That's not an appropriate response. Apologies, cleric. We're closely connected with the sea below. The undead seemingly wander as they please. City below, short for the city below the city, a phrase used to describe the incredible amount of tunnels and ruins below Norvik. Lots of monsters and stuff down there. Also riches if you delve deep enough. Monster, short for monstrosity, defined as a non-sentient creature born out of magical means, often by combining various natural beasts or from curses or from esoteric events. A quick movement in the lower left cheek. His expression actually changed. Don't trust his words. However, I will have to take this up with Sleedy Sageleaf. I pay good crowns for HWBT protection. He's lying through his fancy teeth. Wait, no, I don't actually believe you. What do you mean, cleric? The zombie is clearly working for you. That's illegal. I greatly apologize for putting you in this situation. It is my neglect that led to this undead creature entering the tower, and you must be destroyed. I will make sure to tighten up security in the future. Nah, your Ost will do a clean sweep of the basement this evening. Get ready. Yes, master. I will also make sure to report this to both the HWBT and the militia. I'm trying to say you need to pay for your... Of course, I'll be sure to ask for a thorough inspection by the PCG. If there's anything unbecoming about my business here, it shall be uncovered and unveiled. Holy shit, he just keeps going. Thank you very much for your service, cleric. It is because of great men like you that the city still stands. It's true. I'm sure a good word to your patriarch will ensure a promotion of some kind as well, especially with this great work you're doing on the tea shop. This... How do I shut him up? Resist his incredible oratory power! I was closer than I expected, to be honest. As the pale man blabbered on, you attempt to gather your thoughts and make some kind of point. Come on, just open your mouth and say something, damn it. I think that... I agree, and whatever compromise we do end up at, I feel lucky to have had your expertise here on this day. Who knows what would have happened otherwise? Stop muttering, just say it. I'm trying! Yell, I'm trying, at the top of your lungs. Your screech echoes throughout the chamber. For the first time, you see a genuinely baffled expression appear on his face. He keeps staring at you for a few uncomfortable seconds. Then he says, "Cleric, with all due respect, perhaps you should see a professional." Oh, that nearly killed me! Oh god, it nearly killed me! His comment hits you in the heart and soul. Was that vicious mockery? The pale man has an overwhelming authority. I believe we are done with this particular topic. Anything else you needed? Yeah, I need treatment or maybe a bed. I require assistance with some things. Of course, cleric, anything for the city. So, you called me cleric, make air quotes. I did, yes. I'm not a cleric, no way, it's just my name. Interesting. What are you then? I am a sexy rogue. The pale man stares at you in silence for a few seconds. The path of being a rogue is becoming more and more familiar. Way more XP. Hell yeah. Eventually, he turns back to his documents. Exciting. His face does not show excitement. Be more excited. Can't you tell I'm a sexy rogue by my chainmail armor, big horned helmet, and mace? I don't know where to go. Your shaky voice makes you sound positively fortvilad. Fortvilad, dwarvish word meaning desperation, anguish, hysteria brought on from mental pain. Yeah, that's me, alright. Fortvilad, complete and utter despair of flesh and bone. I don't mean to tell you what to do, cleric, but there is a certain rumor that our local goblin chieftain is weighing on you. Goblin chieftain? Lady Miska Sageleaf is her name. She is down in the Goblin Garden. Goblin Garden, a dwarven-built citadel sitting at the southernmost tip of Tolstad. It is now a goblin sanctuary and greenhouse. The name is spoken in both reverence and fear. They call her the Dragon of Tolstad. She sounds scary. She is. Treat her with respect, cleric. His eyes say, for your own good. I don't know, I've had a great track record so far. I tried to pickpocket the two people I met and failed. I mean, I did take his scroll of charm person, so that was something. Lady Sageleaf is a powerful ally. I would even go so far as to call her de facto lawkeeper here on this island fortress. A sliver of genuine tone slips out. He has great respect for this dragon. Wait, this is part of the job? Talking with some petty goblin queen? You may find her at the southern tip of Tolstad, the pale man says, and keeps scribbling on his papers in front of you. So, what do you know about spellcasting? Quite a bit. He seems wary on the subject. My prayer book is ruined! Yeah, I noticed. Unfortunate. You should speak with Shen down on Waterlane View, a bookbinder. It'll cost you, but he could fix it right up. As a cleric, you obviously only need your faith to cast spells, but I'm sure a spellbook wouldn't hurt in the long run. Can you teach me magic? A slight smirk creeps onto his face. I sadly don't have time for a proper lecture at the moment. After the election, I can make time if you're interested. Beware, his tutelage holds great evil, but big spells, Shadow Wizard Money Gang. Until then, you are free to browse my collection, he says, glancing at the many books along the western wall. And of course, you've already gotten your hands on my copy of Charm Person. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have. I'm sure it will be of use to you, cleric. A truly diabolical spell. The towers teach it only to higher tier spellcasters usually, despite its first level. Lovely, now you can make people like you. Can you explain the very basics of spellcasting? Oh, I mean, of course, yeah. But he wonders if your head is still filled with water. As a wizard, you memorize your spells before casting them. As an arcane cleric, you must memorize your spells during prayer at a shrine. There's one downstairs by the apples. Where can I find more shrines? There's the Temple of Earth, of course. It's just up the stairs past the pillar. There's also one on Waterlane View, I believe, past the trade post. You'll find more hidden around every corner, I can promise you that. How do I get more spells? 2 ways. You could spend time learning them, drafting pages out of the Palace archives. The Palace, an unofficial nickname for the current rulers of Norvik, named after the Palace district in which most central authority resides. The Palace district, one of 5 districts in Norvik, home of aristocrats, bureaucrats, and the remnants of Earth's core. I don't know if it's a good idea for me to be clicking on this every single fucking time. But I feel like internalizing the overall setting will help me solve this mystery. Or the Great Library in the Towers, since you obviously would have some access to that. However, I don't believe you have time for either of those options. So I would suggest the other route. What's that? Spell scrolls. Oh yeah, I saw one downstairs. Yes, a piece out of my collection. Oh. You are very much allowed to indulge, cleric. I'm glad to assist the city in any way. He puts them out for you on purpose. Why? Now, Tolstad is filled with all kinds of strange caches, so you'll probably encounter more by just looking around. If you get your hands on a scroll, then just memorize it. Cantrips or spells, doesn't matter, I'm sure you're talented enough to memorize them on the spot. I am. Strike a heroic pose. He nods to you and goes back to his writing. Okay, that's all I have to ask about spellcasting. Very well. If you want to practice, feel free to cast anything non-lethal on my servant Ost. Wow, that's evil. Can I try casting on you instead? He stares at you. Waste of a spell slot, I'm afraid. You believe him. He does not wish to elaborate further. You should go now. Danger. That's all the help I need, thanks. I'm not going to figure out this guy's deal yet. He is resistant to your spells? Ah. Good to go now. Before you do, make sure to collect all your belongings. He gives you a quick inspection with his dead eyes. Too quick, like he's trying not to show his interest. Weird. What belongings? Quite a lot. Your uniform, your cloak, and also a voting card? A peculiar voting card. Every party had been marked on it. I'm assuming it's yours. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's mine. Maybe, possibly. The pale man ignores your comment. I asked Ost to lay the surviving pages of your spellbook to dry. Over there, he says, and points across the chamber. I already picked it up. He then looks at the pocket watch on his desk. That is an esoteric pocket watch. Oh? Esoteric pocket, an area overtaken by esoteric magic. Exceedingly rare along the coast, the further inland you get, the more common they are, with the infinite wastes being theorized to be filled with nothing but. Oh, he's going to give me the esoteric pocket watch. I'm sure it will surely prove useful to you, but didn't I start the game with one when I was falling in the river? Didn't I have it? Esoteric magic, term for naturally occurring magic caused by the shape and form of Jor's realm, sometimes called wild magic or Jor's discord. Beyond that, you should be good. Do I have any weapons on me? None, I'm afraid. They must be at the bottom of River Torna. Good. You do not need arms in this city. You need hearts. Got it. The pale man turns his face towards you and smiles. Unnatural. If only every government employee were as devoted as you, cleric. He gives you a stern expression. Good luck on your quest. His words burn a hole in your heart. Leave, now. When exploring the city, you may move faster by running. To do so, either double-click or hold shift the left trigger. Time to go. Yeah, I should have come here before I went downstairs. It's fine. Don't worry. I figured it all out. It's 12:30. I've achieved very little. I'll be back for that fucking crossbow, and I will get it. Can't stop me. Voices upstairs and the smell of salt. I'm still, like, kind of dying. I should probably eat something. I'll have a svamp. Okay, I probably won't die to the next hit. I don't want to go to bed early, because, you know, I've only got 5 days and much to do. Oh my god, so many people to pickpocket. Holy shit. What is this? Men at work, beneath Asgal's green banner. There is an esoteric effect in place here, stopping rainwater. I forgot to take the fucking watch, didn't I? I should probably take that. Yeah, I was too busy talking bollocks and I forgot to take it. Excuse me, I just need to take this. +1 intelligence advantage in esoteric events. That's fucking good. Time to steal everything I can. Money. Thank you. Damn, making money in this town is easy. Hello, dwarfs. Oh, the stones are... Okay, I see. Nothing to steal from you. Simmy and the boys. Are you also... You're not Simmy and the boys. PPG documents. Go on, then. Yes! I lifted something! Holy shit, what is this? A formal permission of public gathering. It contains a lot of legal nonsense, making it difficult to pass. It's quite light, some kind of magazine paper. Unrolling it reveals a short statement about a political rally at the Circle Square. Permission of public gathering accepted, it says in big letters at the bottom, followed by a signature. Tolstad Magistrate, Nicholas Darrow. Magistrate, 5 rulers of the 5 districts. They are Coin Lord, Home Lord, Shield Lord, Food Lord, and Law Lord. Each has a unique role in the city's bureaucracy. Sometimes the titles switch between districts, but generally the housing district holds the Home Lord and the palace holds the Law Lord. Housing district, poorer area on the west side of the river, named as such due to the Earth folk originally being housed here while Earth cleared out the ruins and what is now known as the palace. The actual text uses an archaic and typically bureaucratic writing style. It's only a DC of 8. Surely I've got this. Or better yet, stop looking and leave. Equip stuff that makes me more intelligent, try again. Let's have a look. Nat 20. Boy, can I read a fucking legal document. You scan the text again, checking for spelling, phrasing, and terminology. It is perfect, not a single error. Except the date. It says their rally is supposed to be held on the 16th. The document is perfectly legal, but it's expired. Oh. Have I seen this kind of document before? Never. It must be rare. Look at the dates. Yeah, it's expired. Cool document. It is not. I don't like it. Oh, how come? Because it's a legal document? Duh. General tomfoolery. Fascinating. Okay. Alright, Joels. Back on my shoulder. Skimps has been there for a while. Alphos B. Hang on, let's talk to fucking Skiri and the boys first. Simi and the boys. The older dwarf puffs out his chest as you approach. Fancy helmet, see, man. He speaks in a short and quiet manner, as if he's scared of his words actually being heard. The dwarf behind him laughs. Thanks, my mom got it for me. Oh. It's a lovely helm. She has good taste. What is this Titanic encounter of the fucking weenies going on here? You made him feel bad for making fun of it. This is not an evil person. Stare at the dwarf. He looks around. Stare at the dwarf harder. The dwarf glances at his boss. Yeah, for talking, then stare at him while slowly leaning your head to the side. You should... he stutters and points toward the stout dwarf on the stage. Talk to him. Thanks. Good. Glad we all got that out of our systems. Around the amphitheater scene, you see a number of dwarfs hard at work. They're constructing a banner of some kind, carrying a bright green flag. The banner of Asgal, the fool. Hey, one of the dwarfs stands to face you with a furrowed brow. He seems to be smiling, though. He appears to be in a staring contest with the orc on the other side of the theater. Oi, Mr. C, man, he calls out as you approach. We've made it clear already, we're not moving, not one bit. He shoots you a shit-eating grin. This dwarf gets extreme pleasure from telling you to fuck off like this. That's no way to greet the cleric of Norvik. Oh, is that so? Guessing I'm supposed to grovel. Well, that'd be nice, thanks. The dwarf glares at you. No, I don't see why I would. You hear the other dwarves laughing behind him. Nothing illegal going on here. Well, that's where you're wrong. Nothing at all. He's only saying that because he's had to defend himself quite a lot lately. Nothing illegal, huh? We have the papers. Nothing illegal at all. That's funny, actually. You don't have the papers at all. A half-truth. This might be one of those kind of illegal but also not sort of situations. They are both guilty and innocent, just like you. One of the older dwarfs spits on the ground next to him. You even know who you're talking to, child. This here be Alphas of the Ban Embers, a foreman in the Asgalist movement of Norvik. Foreman, one of the leading members of the Norvik Asgal Council. Thank you for noticing. About time someone fucking acknowledged it. The Norvik Asgal Council, sometimes called the NAC, this is the group of foremen, or forefolk, guiding the Asgal movement in Norvik. They lead workers' union movements, Asgal rallies, and the entire Asgalist workers' pie. I guess I do have to join the Asgalists now, don't I? It's preordained. He's done a lot more good than all of you Earthguard combined. A true speaker for Asgal. Damn, that's a lot of good. Simi exaggerates. He gives the other dwarf the stink eye. I'm also not in any way proud of my heritage. Nobility is just a poisonous hierarchy. He grins. Just wanted to make that clear. You boys setting up a play or something? A play? He spits on the ground. We're holding a rally for the cause. This evening, workers across Tolstad will gather to hear the word of Asgal. He turns toward the orc, and no one's going to stop it! You hear laughing coming across from the... You hear laughing coming from across the theater. Papers, Alphars! He grumbles and turns back to you. So, what do you want? You seem a bit stressed. No, you don't say. So, it is forenoon. Are we just naming all times of the day after me now? I get the lads together, and when we arrive, that cursed woman is standing there. Dwarf shudders. She starts complaining. He reaches for something in his pocket, but cannot seem to find it. We, show her the papers. And the papers are no good, she says. Bah! Circle square conflict. Real convenient, I say. No, there is nothing wrong with these papers. We are in our rights to speak out against tyrants and burghers. They are. Or burghers. Is it burgher? I don't know. Bureaucracy. So she's wrong about the documents? Of course she is. She's a liar, that one. A filthy liar. Alphonse nods and grunts. He knows she's right about the documents, but doesn't want to admit it. Interesting. I wish I could check my quest in the middle of a conversation. Hey, I checked out the papers. Wait, how did you... Did you steal from me? I am the greatest rogue ever. He takes a deep breath. Okay, sure. Thief. Tell me, what did you find out in your snooping? Yeah, these expired like last week. He takes the papers and shakes his head. With a groan, he mutters, I know, but the date is just a mistake, you see. I personally had this signed by the magistrate 2 days ago, after the supposed expiry date. It happens. He grunts. Bah! The dwarf shouts onto the amphitheater. Doesn't matter whether Darrow fucked us or not, we're here and they can't make us leave. He gives you a menacing glare, and I hope for your sake you're not the sorry lad she's hired to do the deed. I'm indecisive. Noticeable. He spits on the ground. Fanscap. Fanscap, a dwarven word meaning something along the lines of devilry. Common curse word. Devil, lawful evil fiend. They are lawyers, soul traders, and either the most efficient type of leaders or the worst type of middle managers. Their numbers are dwindling as of late, but in Blood City Bay, they still rule supreme. That was a swear word. You could tell because of the way he said it. Isn't it a bit macabre to hold a rally on top of a morgue? Morgue? The dwarf grumbles to himself and glances over to the Lich House stairs. I thought it was a dentist. Fair assessment. No matter, the Asgol movement is not afraid of death. You hear laughter from the orc behind you. Big words, Alphos. Dwarf grits his teeth. Damn orc. So what's the rally about exactly? Guilds. For decades, there's been collective bargaining between Norvician workers and the city guilds. Say what you want about Earth, but he kept a tight leash on the upper class of this sea. Man, Constitution was right. Politics are exhausting. Damn right he did. Yeah, but look, it ain't the same since his death. The Free Striders have burrowed into every darn power structure from paperboys to bookbinders. In less than a dozen years, salaries have stagnated and prices have gone up. They said Free Striderism would make the city rich. I say it makes its people poor. We need change. So you're here to convince a bunch of Tolstad workers to vote for the Ascalus Party? More or less, yeah. It's also about the spirit of community. Together we can fight against the purchasers of our labor. Alone we're as brittle as a twig in the older dwarf pipes up. A twig in the wind? No, that's not good enough. How about as brittle as a boar with rabies? That's good, right? No, that's nonsensical. Anyway, the rally will be a success. We need to get rid of that orc. So we can call out to all the workers of this magnificent city, he exclaims as if there was a crowd around him, which there ostensibly isn't in case you're second screening this. Vote with your guts, with your manhood at stake. You too, Mr. Seaman. Alright, good luck fighting tyrants. Thank you, Mr. Cityman, I appreciate it. I feel like I'm wasting a lot of time, but also, I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. About this Asgal. What about him? Asgal Ashmask is a very controversial figure in Dwarven myth, as well as history. Who is he? He's taken aback by a question. He's Asgal! Asgal the Great, the Kind, our liberator. So he's a big deal? Big deal? He shakes his head. He was a man, a dwarf of conviction. To break the tyranny of kings, we are here as keepers of his legacy. Is this a religion? Most certainly not, he scoffs in your general direction. Is it a cult? I don't know who you've been talking to, Mr. City Man, but let me assure you, Asgal was no god or demigod or anything related to it. He was a simple man with a dream of a fair and just society. Nothing more. He is infuriated, but not because of you, but because he has defended this position many times. Nobleman, huh? In the old country, yeah. That doesn't matter here. I'm just a foreman of the Tolstad district. Yeah, well, me too, and I'm a better one, so fuck you. Doesn't matter. If he's a noble, then he must be rich. Foreman? I've worked my whole life for the movement. I've earned my title. I'm sure you've worked very hard for your position. 17 years, human. It's called dedication. All right, have fun. Well. I need to find out more about the things that people are saying. So the dwarf says they have a legal right to hold this rally. I know they don't, because I picked his pocket. But you know me. I go on vibes. Let's see what the orc has to say, huh? Orcs are cool. Also, steal from these pots, of course. Incense, thank you. The orc observes you with great interest. Oh, I'll make you regret that. You better fucking believe it. What do you have on you? Maybe talk first, then steal. What is that down there? That's just a devil? It's just a devil down? Okay. Agent Vera. True. I know nothing about her. I lack even the most basic ability to understand. On the edge of the ruinous amphitheater, you see an orc sitting on one of the many loosened stone blocks. It looks like she's waiting for something, or someone. She hides it well, but the orc is stressed. Perhaps that's to do with the dwarfs. Exuding an air of authority around her, the large woman gives you a wry smile. Her tusks are gleaming. You spot the merchant's mark on her jacket sleeve, a heart with the initials of the Norvikian Freestrider Regiment. Oh, so she's a Freestrider. What's this? Not often we get Earthguard around here. Okay, I literally just came back to life 15 minutes ago. You sure walk around like a damn advertisement with this drab uniform. She presents her palm to you. Vera is my name. I am second in command guild agent of Tolstad. Nice to meet you. Be nice to her. She's a Freestrider. Take her hand. She would love that. I'm the cleric, actually. Apologies, not Earthguard. Cleric, I assumed the term was interchangeable. You are no longer a rogue, instead you are now a cleric, gained 100 XP for changing your class. Oh, well, look at me. But I suppose you're not all, she says, waving towards your outfit, esoterically attuned. She accepts your annoying correction with a smile. She shoots you another smile, waiting patiently for you to say anything. Nod your head and leave. I can level up now. Apparently. Oh, level advancement. Ah. Ability score +1, hit points +5 +1, hit dice +1, first level spell slots +1, second level spell slots +1. I'll put a point in dex. That means if I wear my stupid cloak, I would actually get an increased modifier on my dexterity, which would help me steal things. It would just make me way less charismatic, but how much worse can that realistically get? I want to keep my rats, but if I take off the wisdom tooth, then I would lose my wisdom modifier, which is really good. Well, actually, I have a hit dice. Does that mean I can rest now? Yeah, I'm gonna rest. Just to get rid of my exhaustion, really. By 1 level, it's something. Manage to restore 1 first level spell slot. Okay, I want to try something. Yeah, no, I can try this. I've got a plan, you see. Yeah, we can contemplate a bit as well. A famous goblin leader. Her reach sharp, her gaze strong. She wants you to investigate the tea shop and report to her. The content of that report will determine much. Contemplate milk. No. Come on. Contemplate milk. Fine. It comes from a cow. You like it. Many do not. Now contemplate something else. What about the Pillar of Jor? Go deeper. Meditate. Learn and study. Contemplate you fall into the river. It was not an accident. You are not so clumsy. But the question here is not why you fell. The question is why'd you live? True. Alright, prepare spells. I want that fucking crossbow. I can try and pickpocket it again. Oh, I should do that. Yeah, I should do that. Yeah. This will all be much easier if I can just steal the fucking thing. Do it! Yes! How did he not notice? But the crossbow is great. It's pure benefit. A finely crafted crossbow, lightweight, the type used by peasantry in the late years of the Coast War. It's a tool of swift and easy death for those without training or cause. The mechanism appears to be jammed, however, so you can't fire it, but it sure looks intimidating. I'll take it. I could steal from him as well. I could try to, anyway. Do it. Oh, fuck. Come on. Bad feeling. Apologize. Never. Play off, be cool. I'm sorry. No worries, cleric. For whatever reason, he does not care about your behavior one bit. Okay, well, I tried. It's 10 past 2, and I have achieved little of note except for defeating a skeleton. Exactly as I intended it. Touch the pillar. Okay, so the pocket watch helps. It's still a very hard roll, though, and even if we didn't have the +2, it would still be a 13 DC. Oh, Elite's out. Oh, no. No, that's a scary person. No, I don't know about that. And yet, I find myself curious. F. I stopped equipping the rats because I was like, well, they're not doing anything. Apparently, stuff from your inventory can be used even if it's not actively on you, and it's stopping me from getting checks. So, you know. I have a lot of health now, though. Do I have enough for another short rest? No. I need to level up again, really. Hello? No, wait, I didn't want to engage yet. Oh! Old human. A hairy beast towering over you, its face contorted into a stern and probably permanent frown. Do not pass further. This is a bugbear. They are most common in the west, living in the rough lands between Fordnip and the VK. How do you do? She gives you a perplexed look and gestures in several directions. I'm working, go away. I, Moon Goro of the Rigid and the HWBT, demands it. Bugbear places a hand on its weapon. A morning star? Is it for you? A morning star? No, that is clearly just a spiked mace. I believe the term is flanged mace. A club. Keep it simple. She will not use it. Oh. I defeated the skeleton in the crypts. You did? Well, she looks you up and down. I'm impressed. Less for us to worry about. Impressed enough to let me pass? No. Darn. Yes. Are you sure you can't let me pass? Yes. Whom do you serve? She snorts. I work for the Halfways. I serve Lady Sageleaf. So I need to ask her for permission if I work for them as well. No, you do not. She stops mid-sentence and squints at you. Are you a cleric? I am the cleric, yes. I heard a cleric was sent because of the explosion. Why are you down here? The dragon is watching. I'm sorry, I just sort of ended up here. What? How? You don't simply wander into the sea below. That's how fools get killed. Head up the stairs. The apple tunnel is usually locked, so you'll have to leave the Lich House by going all the way up. Apple tunnel? Let us speak. After that, you head south. Go across the grass. There should be a goblin standing guard. Listen to her. Right at the garden entrance, talk to him. Are you able to follow these instructions? Possibly. Then go! Ask you some quick questions. No! Can I ask some more personal questions? She glares at you. She is indeed disgusted with you. I will not entertain you with an answer. Now leave. Okay, bye. But before I go... Oh, you have stuff. Wood shield. But the DC is 19. That's unlikely. A good apple. Oh, shit. Thief! The bugbear's massive hand clamps around your wrist like a vice. Takes 2 HP damage. Pain. Immediate pain. You dare steal from me! Her grip tightens. You feel bones shifting. Worth it? I wasn't stealing. I was merely inspecting. I mean, I'm sorry, it won't happen again. I didn't mean to click that. I meant to click the first one, but my hand actually slipped. You're right, it won't. She pulls you close enough to smell her breath. Meat. Old meat. I should break your fingers. Oh, gods. One by one. Do it then, break them. Do it then, do it. Do it, you imp. Ah, oh, fuck. If I wasn't so weak, that would have worked. Your voice cracks. Just slightly. She heard it. A grin spreads across her face. You don't mean that. Lady Sageleaf has rules about thieves in halfway territory. Oh, no. But I am feeling generous today. She does not look generous. You will receive 1 strike. She raises her open palm. It is the size of your face. Try to dodge. You attempt to move. Her grip holds you in place. Nowhere to go. Ah! Ow. Fuck! God! Ah, jeez! 8 damage! The impact rattles your skull. Stars. Many stars. You hit the ground. Hard. Consider that a warning. She looms over you. Steal from me again and I will take the hand. I'm gonna stay on the ground for a bit. Get up, thief. You're embarrassing yourself. Ugh, get up. She returns to her post, eyeing you with disgust. A lesson learned. Possibly. Do not test me again, human. Oh, I want that shield, though. Oh. There's gotta be a way to get it somehow. Why did I come down here again? Why did I do this? I need to go upstairs and talk to the fucking goblin. I kind of wanted to investigate a little bit, though. Even though I'm supposed to be level 3 and not alone. Another svamp. More svamp. Just a little bit more svamp. That was all my svamp. Good. Definitely not causing myself any problems by consuming resources so recklessly. Nah, not me. Nah, this is fine. What about this bit up here, huh? What's going on around here? Oh, there's a fucking dwarf person down here. Look at that. You glance at the step. It is a descent of approximately 50 inches. 2 meters. Yeah, whatever that means. Point is, it's not super high. These ancient bricks, they could scuff you badly. An esoteric tingle leads you astray. Look over the site. You see a dwarf hearing grunts as he swings a pickaxe at the ruins in the corner. There's no point in having a conversation at this distance. Time to get closer. That won't be a problem, right? Give me a minute. Don't let me down, Joels. I can do it. I'm very good. Damn right I am. Taking a careful step onto the stone, you begin your descent. Keeping your balance in check, you shift your weight appropriately. Smart thinking, using your dexterity instead of brute force. This is the wise choice. Your feet find purchase. Stable, controlled. You are at the bottom of the step. That sure was an endeavor. I remember in Disco Elysium the absolute agony and trial of attempting to make a small jump off a fucking small ledge a short distance, and it took fucking ages. I failed it so many times. Oh, there's that little thing that found me that one time. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Goods. Goods and sundries. Now, Mr. Master Dwarf, what kind of goods do you have? Can I pickpocket you from here? One goofy-looking cat. I guess that's true, isn't it? I can't pick your pocket from here. Askel Madsen. Oh, I actually have to... If I actually make a check, I can find out things. Underdwarf. This right here is the 4th pillar of the feudal system, a spelunking, delving, digging, roaming, true-blooded adventurer. Alright. Let's chat. Beside the buried statue, you see someone up on the ledge. There's grunts echoing down the chamber, along with the sound of iron against stone. A dwarf? Down here? Hello, up there! Damn, he's cool looking. The dwarf's smoldering eyes widen as he sees you. Look, Romulus, we've got an official visiting. If that doesn't make us official, I don't know what will. Romulus, rust monster, tame. Peeking out over the ledge, you spot an orange monster creeping about. A rust monster. The dwarf appears friendly with it. How strange. Is that a rust monster? Oh yes, very correct, but no worries. He's very kind. The dwarf then mumbles to himself when he's fed. Ominous. What are you doing here? Me? Oh, you know. He lets out a smoldering laugh. A dwarf's gotta have a hobby. He puts down his tools and strikes a pose. Let me introduce myself. I am Axel Madsen. Very good. A dark dwarf. Dark dwarf, derogatory term for the underdwarfs. Or as they prefer, underdwarf. Yes, sure. Underdwarfs, grey-skinned and fiery-eyed dwarves who mostly live along the Undercoast. They originate from powerful elementals known as Azers. Undercoast, a nickname for the undersea coast. Undersea coast, the gravity-reversed cavern. See an archipelago right underneath the coast. Dig down far enough, and you'll end up passing through the gravity flip, and then you can make the climb to the Undercoast. Pleasure to meet you. You're a Norvikian cleric, I assume? Not just. I'm the cleric. Oh, nah, I'm more of a rogue, really. I'm gonna commit to rogue. I will be a rogue. I'm a rogue called cleric. That's what I'm going with. A rogue? Rogue what? Just rogue. You know. I know. If I swap my class back and forth, do I just get a shit ton of experience? I'm not gonna do that. I'm just wondering. I know? You know. He shrugs and says, sure, why not? He looks around. And you're here all alone? Yeah. Ha! Gochnag! Then I very much suggest not going into the hallway back there. Listen to him. He knows these tunnels well. Why? One of those ancient esoteric traps. Still functional. It'll burn your beard off. Not sure how much experience you have with this city below the city, but most people who come down here, they die. Even clerics do not venture down alone. Don't you have some backup? Backup would be nice, actually. Not really. What? Then what's your goal? You cannot possibly just be taking a stroll down here, can you? I'm supposed to be up some goblin chieftain. Oh! You're here on business with Lady Sageleaf. Then you should go to her right away, before you end up mimic food. Mimic, horrifying shape-shifting monster capable of copying the looks of any object it discovers, although with some size limitations depending on the type. If you touch it, you'll get stuck and probably eaten. Mimics, horrible creatures, they could be anywhere, anything. Get yourself some backup, just some friendly advice. You're down here, you're down here alone. No, I'm not. I've got Romulus. The monster makes a high-pitched shriek. What are you doing here? Look around at his strange setup. With a bright smile, he adjusts the collar on his uniform. Well, I'm what you'd call a historian with ambition. As he says it, the orange beast sends an echoing hissing noise down the chamber. Exactly, Romulus. We're here on an expedition of grand proportions to find the legendary missing mine of Tulimon of Tulin Cattle. Tulin Cattle? Yes, Tulimon of Tulin Cattle. That sounds like a quest. Oh, yes, indeed. But just to be clear, I'm not sharing the spoils just like that. Fair enough, treasure is earned. Oh. So here's the deal, I'm in trouble. His pet makes a loud belching noise. Right? He mumbles and gives the monster a pat on the back. You want to help, friend? I'll help if I get paid. Sure, I've got some loot to share if that's the case. Smart. Always negotiate up front. Thank you, thank you. You see, there are two strange ruins in this section of the city below the city. He points at the statue. White Mane ruins. Before the dwarves and humans and even trolls, this place was ruled by cats. Theory goes, the snails of Tulin had an esoteric mine not far from the Pillar of Jor. I remember seeing that, yep. The mines of Tulimon, a place of thick veins of endlessly growing amber and platinum. That's a lot of big money. Endless treasure. But the walking god of the White Mane, for whatever reason, sealed it shut at some point, according to legends. Walking god? Walking gods, the term used to describe the divine avatars who rose and fell in and around the divine era. Most major religions on the coast today are built around these figures, and their influence can be felt everywhere. Earth was the last known walking god when he faded 27 years ago. Sealed esoterically, probably, since we can't seem to locate it. So there's ancient snail folk and then slightly less ancient cat folk who build cat stuff on top of the snail stuff? Exactly. How do you hide an entire mine? You'd be surprised the city below the city is what is it, 4 or 5 levels of sprawling tunnels and caverns? Here under Tolstad, it's only this here top level that's in any way accessible. There could easily be some crevice far down that no one, not even the city's greatest paladins, have gotten close to discovering. Deep places of the world hold many secrets. So you're looking for it? Oh yes, I'm not alone in this, of course. But my research has shown me clear indications that these 2 ruins below Tolstad are more or less unexamined, at least by skilled hands. So what's the problem? There's no problem with this site, but I'm almost finished here and I'm unable to gain access to the second White Main ruins. Because it's inside HWBT territory and they are very unwilling to allow a dwarf like me past. Those goblins have hired a brutish bugbear as a guard. Yeah, I made her acquaintance. Nearly snapped my hand off. He shivers. Horrid creature. But you're a cleric. If you can get access into their territory, then please head south. Through the damp high caverns, there should be a White Main ruin at the end. A shrine, probably marked by a bunch of feline symbols. He gestures toward the statue. Just look for big cats, essentially. What do you want me to do there? He leans over the edge. All I need you to do is tell me if you find a symbol of a sun or 2 blades. Either of those, then report back to me. If you're able, if you have time. Oh, I wish I could do it myself. Darn those goblins. Sun or 2 blades. All right. Great, and good luck. He gives you a thumbs up. What do you know about the tea shop? He crosses his arms and gives you a long nod. It's a type of cafe. You know, they serve tea and other drinkables. Sometimes they even have pastries. I love cardamom treats. I also love cardamom treats. Oh, my friend, you are truly of good taste. No, the tea shop. Clicks his tongue. Is there some special tea shop I should be aware of? How long have you been down here? About a week by now. Takes time to set up a secure perimeter. A week alone in the sea below? He really is an expert at this. So you don't know about the tea shop that exploded? Exploded? I thought the election was bad enough as is, and now they've got exploding tea shops. Norvik's in trouble indeed. Oh well, can't help you there, friend. Oh, well, I've got personal questions for you. You do? Maybe later. I've got a lot of work to finish up here. But I'll be at the Drunk Sphinx once I'm finished. Ask me there and I'll gladly indulge you. I will. We're best friends already. I've decided. Why are your eyes glowing? Haven't met too many underdwarfs, have you? Look, I really don't have much time, but really, once I'm done here, I can talk all you want. Okay, good luck. We are best friends. He agrees. I am the world's most pathetic cleric, and the world's most pathetic cleric's adventure will continue next time, friends. Thank you so much for watching. I'm having fun. I know I simultaneously feel like I'm doing it wrong, like very wrong, like really wrong, and wasting too much time and wasting too much resources. On the other hand, it feels like whether you play really well or play like shit, that's the intended experience. I don't feel like I'm playing it and going, oh, I'm gonna have to load a fucking save because I'm doing it all wrong. Just going through it, which feels like what is intended. And there's a lot of interesting stuff going on. We've only met a couple characters and they were already fun and interesting, so I've been enjoying myself immensely. Next time, probably beeline it for Miss Sageleaf, because I feel like the game's really being like, yeah, you should go there first and then do everything else. And I've fucked around for quite a while. I think it's about time I went there and saw what overall things I need to do. I need to check out the tea shop first before I go see her. I'm pretty sure. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. So go look at the tea shop, go talk to the lady, probably get a friend. It's implying that I'd get a friend if I did. And then just be a general fucking nuisance, I suppose. I'm looking forward to it. Hope you are too. But yes, thank you so much for watching, and special thanks to my members and patrons for supporting the channel. It is greatly appreciated. It allows me to play dumb shit like this and on a whim, you know? I don't have to sit here and think, oh, what's the best fucking game I should be covering on the channel at the moment. I can just do whatever. And it's mostly thanks to you guys' support, so I'm very grateful. Thank you very much. And whatever happens next time, hope I see you there. Doodles. Goodbye.